Hey guys, welcome back. Comic Script here, coming back at you with the Fleamarket and Hershey Comic Convention haul. Fleamarket was kind of a bust. I haven't been to this place in a little over a year, and apparently they were having a model railroad train show. So there's a building that houses, year-round vendors, and then there's two long outdoor pavilions that usually have flea market vendors in it, but this week it was the train show, so there was no outside flea market vendors. So I perused the train show stuff, didn't pick up anything. There was a few pieces I was interested in, but just a little too much for me. So I went into the building, and there was a lady in there who had a stand and had a lot of comics and Pez dispensers and stuff like that. Well, I made a whole trip around the building, and I stopped at another vendor. I picked up a few books I'll go to show you here in a minute, and asked them about this lady, and apparently they left probably about 6-8 months ago. So unfortunately, as far as comic books, I got maybe 6 or 7. Really wasn't anything, but I did find these two superhero glasses. They're from the 1978 Pepsi Collector Series. So it's Wonder Woman and Shazam. I do have some other ones downstairs. I know I got a Green Arrow. I think I have a Green Lantern. Boy, it's been so long since I've seen them, I don't know. This probably makes 6 glasses I got so far. I have to check to see what's all in the series, but I paid $5 a piece for them. I'm happy with that. Then there was one vendor inside that had comic books. And I don't know if anyone's ever been to the Renningers and Kutztown. It's interesting inside the building. Probably half the vendors weren't even there. So I don't know if they figured because there wasn't going to be outside vendors, they weren't going to show up. But I was really disappointed. But one guy did, and I picked up some books, and here's a Speed Racer 26. And unfortunately, I did not see this until I got them home. I mean, I saw the color rub, but it has water staining on it. It only affects the front cover, but still, I paid 50 cents for it, so I'm not going to really complain. I'll just add to the collection. I know it's First Comics and not Charlton, but it's E-Man #1. It's in decent shape. And G.I. Joe 74. No big deal here. It's just a newsstand. And these were all 50 cents. Electric Assassin #4. Unfortunately, the cover is kind of split down there. So I'll probably end up throwing it up in my stand for 50 cents or $1. So that was a bust. Falcon #4, very nice, good grade. And Pizza Hut Real Heroes. It was sealed in the bag, but the bag was all dingy and everything, so I took it out. And it does have the card. And then Hercules #4, Prince of Power, which I did see Thor: Love and Thunder. So this first Hercules series, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet, may start going up. Alright, that was it for the flea market. Like I said, for as far as I traveled, it was pretty much a bust. Now, the Comic-Con, on the other hand, was actually pretty good. Lots of good deals. Not so much on the wall books, but in the boxes themselves, there was lots of good deals. I didn't walk off with any wall books There was a few I was interested in, but most of them weren't budgeted on the prices. Which, that's fine. I'll find them. Of course, the one book I'm trying to find is Thor 135, the first High Evolutionary. Nobody had that. And that I was willing to pay for. But this is the first stand. I bought Wonder Woman 96 and 97. Beautiful Brian Boland covers. This was another stand. It's the only book I got off of this guy. Sensational She-Hulk 42. Oh, these I paid $5 a piece. He had 40 on the price, but he was given 50% off everything in the boxes. So for 20 bucks, Adam Hughes, beginning of the To Die and Live in LA, is just another check mark off of my Sensational She-Hulk. Getting closer to finishing that. And that's another book I was looking for, was number 60. Nobody had a number 60. Found plenty of number 1s, which I got plenty of number 1s. And that's another thing. Sensational She-Hulk number 1s. I have, I think, 6 or maybe even 8 copies of that. And they're all newsstand. And every Sensational She-Hulk number 1 I found today and in subsequent trips to other places have all been newsstands. So I'm almost, seems like there was not a direct for Sensational She-Hulk number 1. That's pretty interesting. Alright, next vendor I went to, found a Halloween number 1 from Devil's Due Publishing, the First Death of Laura Strode, and Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, number 1, glow-in-the-dark cover. He had 15 each on them, and I got them for 10 each. So 20 bucks, so I'm very happy with that. And then the next dealer I went to, these are all, I'm just double checking here. Yes, these are all $2 books. I got these all for $2 a piece. So Action Comics, $8.35. This is the first appearance of Livewire in regular DC continuity. At one point in time, this book used to command some money, but I see it's really dropped. So, but hey. Here we got a Spider-Woman number 2. This is the first appearance of Morgan Le Fay post-Golden Age. So Morgan Le Fay was in the Golden Age, did not show up at all anywhere in the Silver Age, and they brought her back in Spider-Woman 2 in the Bronze. Miss Marvel number 1. I'm pretty sure I already have this. I might even have, this might be my 3rd copy of this, but it's just a beautiful show cover. And again, this is another series that you're going to see a lot of these. I believe there's more Miss Marvel in here. I think so. Just slowly chipping away at this run as well. Then we got Doctor Strange 47. I thought this was the first appearance of Necromancer Strange, but apparently the first appearance is in 46, but this might be the first cover appearance, because I believe that's Necromancer Strange right there. Doctor Strange 48. This is the first time Doctor Strange and Brother Voodoo have met. I couldn't believe I found this in a $2 bin. I mean, it got a little bit of a tear right there, but and just some of these deals, and I wasn't the first one in there. I got there, it started at 10. I got there about 10:15, and the line to get in was the whole way through the motel. It was held in Grantville. The whole way from where the ballroom, the whole way through the motel down at the other end. And it probably took me about 20 minutes to get through the line to get in. And I spent about 2 hours there. And when I left, there was still a line. They've had to have 500-600 people plus that day. And it was packed. And now the next year they're supposed to be running it for 2 days, and they're going to be getting at least another room, if not 2 more rooms. But unfortunately, it's going to be July 1st and 2nd. I'm not quite sure how well that's going to work, because that's going to be July 4th is a Tuesday, so that's going to be the July 4th weekend, and I hope it works out good for them, but I don't know. And then Doctor Strange 60. This is storyline starts here, Pursuit of the Darkhold. This is part 1. It does have just a little bit of staining right there. It's definitely a fine. Got some spine ticks. And then 61. This is the origin of. This is also part 2 of the Pursuit of the Darkhold storyline. This is the origin of vampires. The first meeting of Doctor Strange and Blade. And this is the first iteration of the Night Stalkers. Alright, grab another stack. This is a big stack here. This was actually the first dealer I came to. He was actually in the hallway leading into the ballroom, so it was real tight to look through, but he had some really, really good prices on his books. The first several here, I paid $5 each for, and then I'll let you know when I switch. But this is Savage She-Hulk #2, and I actually got this one on the way back out. I was looking at his rack, and all I saw was this much of the cover. And I stopped, and I said, boy, that looks like a Campbell cover. Picked it up off the rack, and sure enough, it was a Campbell cover. And I went down there and asked, because there's no price tag on it, and I said, how much is this book? It was off your rack here. He said, $5. I'll gladly pay $5 for a Campbell cover. And then the Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect Part 2. This is the first cover appearance of Maestro. This was $5. This JSA All-Stars #4. This is where Star Spangled Kid becomes Stargirl. And this one was also $5. And then Voltron 2 and 3. They're not newsstands though, but they were $5 each. Now the rest of the books are $1 a piece. And I know I have this, I probably have a couple copies of this, but for $1 I was going to pick it up. It is definitely in the fine to very good. Now that I look at it more, maybe I should have left, I guess, a crease there and a couple spine ticks and up here, but hey, for $1. Dragonlance #1. Some of these I've had in a couple haul videos before, but again, I really got to get my stuff cataloged. So Dragonlance #2, #3, #4, #8. And now some of the ones I did put back because they were pretty beat up. #11. #14, #15, #16, #17, #18, #19, #21, #23, #24, 25, 26, and then Tailspin Volume 2, #2, newsstand, and #3 newsstand. And then These are all newsstands. The complete Adventures of Bayou Billy run. It's only a 5-issue run. And I saw, I believe it was Ed Zombert had shown this, I think on Facebook or maybe one of his haul videos. And I saw it there, and I saw that he had several, and it all he had all 5 issues, so they're all newsstands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Almost kind of reminds you of Black Panther. All right. And the last stack. This was probably the best vendor besides the She-Hulk one. Spent a little bit more money here at this vendor, but I got some really good books. The first several books here are going to be $10 each. So this is Spawn 151. This is actually the variant wraparound cover, which is even harder to find, a lower print run than the A cover. And this is wraparound by Philip Tan, showing all the Spawn's enemies. That was 10. Then we got Sandman 25. This is the first appearance of the Dead Boy Detectives for 10. And Marvel Age 41, the Stan Lee cover. I believe this is my second. I'm thinking my first one might be a newsstand, but I paid 10 for this. Astonishing X-Men number 6. This is the first mention of Sword and the first full appearance of Abigail Brand. Paid 10 for this. Totally Awesome Hulk 15. This is the first unofficial appearance of the Protectors. And Doctor Strange 44. The first appearance of Sidorak, the demon gem that gives Juggernaut his powers. I showed this on I think my last haul video, but I paid 10 for this as well. And then we got New X-Men 115. These next couple I paid 5 each. This is the first appearance of Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And New X-Men 129. This is the second appearance, first cover appearance of Phantom X. The origin of the Weapon Plus program. And the first appearance of EVA. Doctor Strange 381. This is the first appearance of Bats, Doctor Strange's spectral dog. And I've shown this one before. This is New Mutants number 4, the first appearance of Prodigy. These were all $5 each. Then we got some $2 books. New Mutants number 1. This is the first appearance of Wind Dancer. Later becomes Renaissance. This was $2. Then all the She-Hulks were $2 each. So She-Hulk number 2, She-Hulk number 4, She-Hulk 31, She-Hulk 33. And Sensational She-Hulk 24. It's another one I needed for the run. And like I said, I gotta pull all my She-Hulk issues together and see what all I have left to get of that run. These were all $2 each. And now the rest are $1 each. Dragon Slayer number 2. I have number 1. So it was only a 2-part run. So this run is complete. Just Marvel's attempt at Dungeons and Dragons stuff, which is, I believe, the only one they ever did. And then here are the Miss Marvels. These were $1 each. This is 15. Of course, it got a bunch of spine text. I think I already have this one, but for $1. 18, and they're beautiful gray horn covers. 19, 20, 21, and 23. So all in all, not a bad day at the con. Found some really good books, some really good prices. Unfortunately, like I said, the flea market was kind of a bust. But you get this, I'm hitting up another flea market tomorrow, actually 2 more flea markets tomorrow. And that'll probably be it for my flea marketing for a while. So most of the rest of the stuff will probably be mail calls, and maybe if that lady up the road gets back in touch with me with the book she has. But other words, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Learned something new about some of these books. Maybe this will get you guys to keep your eye open for some stuff. Appreciate if you hit like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you know when I drop another video. Leave comments below. Appreciate it. And depending on how well the flea markets go tomorrow, possibly another video tomorrow. But I don't know, it's getting kind of late now. I didn't get back till late. Well, because of course I went and saw Thor: Love and Thunder, which it was an okay movie. It was a lot of campy comedy. I wish they wouldn't have. I wish they would have got away from that. I was really hoping they would have got away from that some, but all in all, I was entertained, and it was a good movie. And then some of the Easter eggs there at the end, so I enjoyed it. But that's it for tonight. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot.